Hello, welcome back to the healing table. I'm Grace.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the healing table. I am so fortunate and lucky for Grace is here. We are making two episodes together, and this is awesome. Like, I know she's busy with the school, but she gives us time, so she's here. So, today we are talking about domestic violence.
Yeah.
Domestic violence. So there is a reason that we try to do this episode because there is a reason recently accident that happened. So that we're gonna talk about it so we can uh, talk about awareness, all this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give I know Grace is young, she don't know anything about, marriage and all that stuff, but I need her to start so I can see what she said and then I will finish it up.
So, um, the specific case that we're talking about is about the recent murder that happened in South Dakota with this South Sudanese couple. Um, the man killed the mother. She has 5 children that she left behind. And what I know about the situation is that a week prior she put a protective order against him, or like a restraining order against him. And then sadly, like, he murdered her a week after that. This is something I feel like we kind of have to talk about a lot, just because I know that in our community, I feel like a lot of our men are very territorial. And that's something that comes from, I guess, like back home, something that's taught. But it's also like, I feel like it's not just our culture that also goes through something like this, because if you know, like in the Mexican culture, they call it machismo, and like even in the Arab culture, like they take that
Control.
yeah, very very controlling men. And I know that, things like this happen, but shouldn't. There's a lot that happened that kind of saddened our community about this murder as well. I know, like, people personally that have been in domestic violence relationships with, like, my friends and stuff who have been in domestic violence relationships. And I would say that even if it doesn't get to the domestic part, even if it's just verbal abuse, that could also just do a lot of damage to someone's brain, their psyche, and just like make them feel worthless, and get depressed and feel trapped. And I feel like, you know, sometimes it's really hard for women to get out of those situations. It definitely is. There's a lot of ways that women can get in these situations, whether it be, financially, like being, what's it called, controlled financially, or just a lot of things that kind of go into it. I know a lot of South Sudanese women, they kind of go through a lot more of, like, I think, grooming.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the men that they marry is a lot older. I know my mom talked about this topic as well.
Yeah.
Like, the women to men age gap is very, very big. And it is something that is really sad to see happen. Especially, like, I know that I've had like two friends that actually went through this, and it's really sometimes hard to, you can see, like, they obviously don't want to be in that situation, but it's really hard for them to leave those types of situation, because you don't know if that person's going to continue to be violent. You don't know if that person's going to, like, you know, take it to the next level, or you don't know anything really. You just kind of and sometimes it's, they manipulate you so much to the point where they kind of make you believe that you kind of deserve this, or whatever they're doing is not wrong, or it's your fault that they're doing it. So it is really hard, especially being a friend in that situation, because sometimes it doesn't even just stop with like your friend. Like they'll get mad at you for even trying to interfere or help them, break free from
They're always gonna be aggressive.
Exactly. They're gonna be aggressive towards your friends as well. And I've experienced kind of like both, where I try to help my friend and try to get her to, get out of the situation, try to tell her how much she deserves so much better, all of this, and she just continues to go back, and obviously that makes me mad. But every time that we, go out as friends and we see this person with her, I don't have nice things to say. Personally, I can't be nice to someone like that. And obviously he didn't really like me or like any of her, like our friend group, because we was telling her the truth and wanted her to do better, and we knew that. But at the same time, I really didn't really care at the time, just because I cared so much about my friend's well-being and wanted her to do, like, be in a better situation and stuff. But I've seen where sometimes, like, in different situations, with not with me but like online and things, like the man will come and beat up the friend too. Like it really does get really crazy, like really very crazy. I don't know if you wanna.
Yeah. So, like Gracie said, in our community especially, I will just always talk about our community because that's the thing that I see surround me. The balance is the key of controlling. The balance is the key of grooming. The balance is the key of territory. They're thinking like they're above everything, but not you, not your, well-being. If you're happy or you're not happy, the way or other way or the highway. You listen to them or you don't listen to them, and then therefore, if anything happened to you, it's gonna be your fault. It's your fault that he beat you up. It's your fault that he doesn't have a job. It's your fault that the kid did not grow up the way they should be. It's your fault for everything. It's gonna be your fault. And I really feel sorry for her family, that they have to be grieving. For those 5 children that he didn't even think about, okay, if I kill my wife right now, what is going to happen to my 5 children? 5. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5. If that person doesn't love you, she is not gonna have with you 5 children, trust me. In this point, the problem is you. You are the problem. She tried. And the problem with our South Sudanese women, we always feeling very tough to leave our children behind. Because we know if we leave them behind, they're going to be even more I have to put it down. This one is so bad.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
That's just letting. So yeah, sometimes we just will have to, when you're fighting with your husband and he always, or your boyfriend, this situation is everywhere. So when he's screaming so loud and he's only saying that you, as a woman, is supposed to only listen to him, not other thing. He controlling you not to go with your friend. You can talk to this because they're gonna teach you this. No, he's scared for what you're going to find about him out there. Basically, that's the reason why he controlling you, so that you don't have to go out there and listen to what the people they're gonna say. That's the way he's scared of. And some men, they like to control your money. So therefore, you do not have anything to fall back or do anything. And some men, they control you by the kids. They put a lot of thought for the kid in the kid head, just grooming them to turn them against you. If you see stuff like that, talk to your family. Talk to one, in this life you have to have one person as your close friend that you can talk to so they can advise you what to do. Don't wait until it's too late. South Sudanese men, when they're angry, they're angry. I'm telling you guys that. So the time that you putting that restraint order, you make sure you move from there.
Change the locks.
Change the locks.
Or
Put a lot of
time.
camera in the home, so that you can be able to control your children. Because if they cannot get to you, they can get to your kids, because he's still the father. In school, outside when they're playing, so you have to pay attention to that. We, as the South Sudanese women, we already went through a lot. At war, they married us to those men when we are young. They want to control us. They want to tell us what to do and what not to do. They want to control our life. They want to groom us. Manipulation. All this kind of thing that South Sudanese women are going through, what they are going through every day. You have to know to run for your life and your kids. Because those 5 kids, they're going to be with that mom for all their life. And he's not going to be even here. He's going to be in jail, and I hope he's going to get a good sentence for killing that lady. You do not have to kill anybody. You don't like the marriage, you don't like anything, just go. Leave her alone. But why I say that is happening, because the same man that he wanted just to hit you for no reason, he do not want you to find another good man to have you. So that's the reason why he want to end your life, so that you cannot have a life that you going to get after him. That's control. That's manipulation. That's grooming. That's just a lot of stuff that you have to think about it. If you find somebody who really just don't listen to you at all, he needs you to listen to him. He controlling you not to go here and not to come there. Oh, you don't need this. Oh, this child, even it doesn't have to do this to be beautiful. Well, we are back home, we don't do this. This is back home, man. This is my child. This is you, and back home and your family, they do not want to do anything to you. That's your own problem. Leave me to love my kids. And every woman out there, if you're South Sudanese or whatever you are, where you from, you have to have a second backup plan. You have to have a backup plan. You have to have your money. You have to have your plan in the place in case of anything. Is stay vigilant. If I say stay vigilant, is stay vigilant. Especially when a violent man beating you up every day and you thinking you cannot do anything about it. You can run away because what are you going to do with the kids? You can't do this because how are you going to raise those kids up? You guys see there's a lot of single mother over there, and I'm so proud of them. They run away from the same situation that you're in. Don't be scared. But before that, you have to plan as always. You married this man today, tomorrow you're at work, you have to stay vigilant and put your plan in order in case of anything happen. In case of you don't like that marriage anymore. In case that that man is controlling you, you have to know what to do. And you have to have at least one friend in your side that if really you're shocking, you should talk to. And some of them, like my daughter said, if they see you talking to your friend, they're gonna beat your friend if they can. And you're gonna get even more beating because you talk to your friend. If you find people like that, you have to run for your life. Do not wait any longer. Do not wait any longer. And sometimes when his friend even telling him that, hey, whatever you're doing to your wife, man, we don't like it, she's gonna hate that person. Never gonna talk to him, or he always wanna argue and fight with him. You have to know this, run for your life. Because if you die and you're never gonna come back. Who in the middle here suffering is your children. The children that I don't know if he say he loved them, why he did what he did, so that those kids are gonna be without mom. I don't understand that. When the love become a motive for you to kill your wife, do you really love your wife from the beginning? And all that is happening everywhere, in any race in the world. I don't care where you are, but those things happen to our women everywhere. The violence is subject for us just to sit down and shut up. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the way some men like, you just be quiet, when you say something they just ignore you like, oh, you not even exist. Your word doesn't matter. I'm the man. I'm supposed to say what I say, and my word is supposed to be only the one can go in this house. I am in the head of the house. Really? Are we not paying the same bill that you pay? I am not doing my part by, even if I'm not working, raising your kids, doing the very much that I can do, cook, clean, all that stuff I'm doing. We are equal. They said we have to come one. In the Bible, say when you guys are married, you have to come one. So when you still want to control me and manipulate me and groom me, that means you did not even put me to be one. You are still different person, but then you want to act like you are my husband in the same time. If you in that situation like that, you have to make sure run for your life before anything happen to you and your kid. They're gonna go without mom. I know some men over there, they were like, oh yeah, they talk about men. What about the woman? We know that we can be anything, but the woman only can kill a man if you cheated on her. If she stand by you, she did everything to you, you are now have all this money and you go and cheat on her, then some of them, they cannot cooperate everything very well. They got hurt very bad and they can kill you. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, they can happen. But in any situation, the woman doesn't go there. The women know better. They know better. They know better. And those things, it doesn't happen today. It doesn't happen yesterday. That's the thing that he see his father, the parents doing, and now he want to come and apply to his wife. We're raising a bad boys in here sometimes. We're raising a bad boys that they don't know what is wrong, what is right, and everything is supposed to be right in their own brain. Sometimes it's not working. That's the thing that they see. How the father treat the mother, they want to come and treat the wife the same way the father. You cannot do that for somebody's daughter. You are not even shouldn't do that in the first place. So those stuff, it had to stop. It have to stop. If anybody have situation like that and they need somebody to talk to, confidential somebody, I'm here. I will say I'm here. Yes, I did not go to the worst situation like that, but I went through a lot of stuff. Yeah. And I am so fortunate and happy that we have problem. They said you cannot take it outside. You gotta be, everything, under the rock. You know what I turned to? I turned to my kid, the older kid. One time we have to sit down as a meeting with my older kid and present everything that they've been going through. Let them be the judge. I'm not lying. My daughter's here. What the stuff that I have to deal with, and he doesn't have to deal with. But then he changed because of that. Because of that act, I can see my husband change a lot. Because of one act, because I bring his kids, the older kid, to come to be a judge in the situation that we've been going through and we don't know what to do. Because therefore, he's the only one right. So I let his kid to be the judge, to tell us who do what and who did what. And that he changed for the better person today, that I can say, at least I have a husband now. I used to be like, I want to run away the same way. And I already have my plan and everything in order. I already have everything in order. When you come in to open your mouth for your kid and everything, you have to have everything planned. If you go sideways, hey, you're ready to go. Do not let anybody manipulate you the way that you're thinking you're worthless, you are nobody, you cannot be anybody, and you cannot have a life without him. That's the way they're putting in our brain. Without me, what do you think you can do? Without me, no. And then some of them, they're scared of complete woman. A woman that works 24 hours a day, take care of his children, take care of everything. They get scared of that. They were like, what this woman is going to do? If I cannot control her, what I should do? Pay attention to that. Some of the men, they're scared of the woman that is strong. They can kill you so another good person cannot find you. They can kill you to eliminate you, so he doesn't care even if you have kids or you don't have kids. He do not care in the point, because this is mental. You remember we talk about mental problem that everybody, everybody go through that. A lot of people go through that. If you see somebody thinking about that, that's the mental issue. There is a mental issue and there is a breakdown. There is a two different things. So we have to pay attention what that person talking, like my daughter always say, listen to the person, what he talking about and what the reason why he say. If he says stuff that it doesn't even make sense, if you put it in normal person mind, then he got issue. And you have to be aware. You have to focus. Sometimes they're doing stuff like that because they cheated and you find it out, and then he got hurt that you're going to leave them and therefore they're going to kill you. Yeah, that happened a lot. Yeah, it happened a lot. So they should be cheating, but the only one can cheat. If they see you standing with different men just talking even normal talk, they will be jealous and angry, and they can kill you. Last time we talked about polygamy. Why I talk about polygamy? Because the same man, if they cannot control you, they cannot groom you, they cannot do anything, they think they're going to run to the different woman. And what woman they're running to? The women that even have 6 children. 6. Not even 2, not even 3, not even 4. For the 6 children. And that woman may be married 3 or 4 times. What do you think you're going to do over there? You are running for your own responsibility. You have a mental problem that you cannot control it by yourself. You can't even know how to fix your own home. You cannot know how to put your kid in order and your wife. You can't obey them. You thinking like you're above everything. Everything is supposed to be about you, not about your kids, not about your wife. So what are you going there to do with another woman there that married 3 or 4 times, what are you going to do? You're going to lay back. You do not care what happened in that house that you run into, because this is not your kid in there. This wife been married 3 or 4 times before, so she cannot say anything. Listen to me. She cannot say anything bad because she already went through whatever she went through. So therefore, he can control that woman because he couldn't control this one. That one is easy for him to control it because he married 4 or 5 times. She want to make it to work. Okay? She want to make it to work. But it's not going to work. At least he obey him. He control her. He grooming her. If he willing to do that, that's fine. If she didn't willing to do that, then he's going to go forward again to another woman. And those women who married the man with the kids, pay attention. Why you don't ask question? Why did he leave the first wife? What is the point? And that man is supposed to ask, why you divorced 3 or 4 times? What is the issue? So that you guys can figure it out. How are you going to deal with those 2 families? But no, in our culture, in our community, we don't talk about the stuff like that. Or everything about the man. The man, I'm happy in my new house. I'm happy. Okay, you are happy. Fine. Are you sure you're happy? Because your kids are here stranded. The kid missing you every day. You don't do whatever you're supposed to do. Even you say make yourself happy. Therefore, you're still leaving your kid here to be one at you, and you don't do whatever you're thinking with that wife. You're supposed to treat your kid better. Forget about the woman. She is not a threat to your life. You are a threat for your own life. I'm telling the men today, when you're doing that to just mess up your children, mess up somebody's child, that they have children with you, you're messing up with them. You are the one, you're not responsible. That's all I can say. So let me give the mic to Gracie. Sorry, Gracie, I'll go.
No, she's right. But I also I know I mentioned even the verbal abuse thing as well, but I just wanted to emphasize that a little bit more as well, because that a lot of the time is like a segue. And sometimes you think, oh, just because he doesn't actually put his hands on you, like,
that means your life is better.
Yeah, you're better than the next person that's going through that same situation. It is, honestly, I feel like sometimes it can be even more of a mental battle, because you can't, if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't know what love is about or what it is, you'll think that everything that he's saying or doing, even though you might feel some type of certain way about what he says or does, it's okay. Like, and you push it. And with those type of things, I feel like it's like you're in those types of relationships especially the longest, because it takes a long time for you to really realize, like, wait a minute, actually I don't think that's how you should be treating somebody. I don't think the things that you're saying is actually making me feel any better. You're going to find yourself in a deep hole. You're going to find yourself in a deep depression. You're going to find yourself not wanting to do the things that you used to love, the hobbies that you used to love, hang out with your friends, be around your family. You just will wake up one day and just not be the same person that you got into the relationship with him in the first place. And I feel like a lot of the times that's like almost easier for people to get into
violence.
And I just want people to like look out for like those types of like qualities and things. Like, I know some people, they are in relationships where they make fun of each other here and there. I feel like sometimes there's a line between, like, there's a line between that. Personally, I feel like me and my relationship, we don't do that just because we don't want to ever like disrespect each other in any type of way. Like, even if it's a joke, we don't ever want to say something that's disrespectful and someone can take it the wrong way for you.
You're never gonna be able to take it back.
Exactly. Because like everybody says, like, you know, with someone who says a joke, it has a little bit of truth into the joke.
The joke.
So like you have to kind of think about it like that as well, because there's no one's gonna just say something that's not true.
Random. Like
they're trying to say something that's gonna get to you. It's trying to get it, that's gonna actually feel like a personal attack, because they know that they're gonna get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
And the people who constantly want to have like a reaction out of you, don't be with them.
Yeah.
Even if it's your friends.
Yeah.
Like people, like even if it's your friends always trying to say something, that trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to get, trying to talk bad about you, but not necessarily say that it's about you. Like, just when
random
you feel
stuff,
exactly
like the vibe, you will feel it like,
when you feel the bad energy, the bad whatever it is, and
make sure you remove yourself out of it.
Yes. And if you feel like you have to talk about it, sometimes I feel like talking about it doesn't do you any good. It gives them even more room to manipulate the situation, especially if they're already kind of good at getting their way or making people feel some type of way.
Listen to them.
Yeah, listen to them and just believe them. Then things like that. Like, sometimes you just got to take it for what it is, And I think it's always good to get something off your chest, though.
Yeah.
Make them, like, allow for them to know, like, yeah, whatever you said, your comment was not it. Set that boundary with them. If they break it one more time, you have to leave. Mm-hmm. Like, that's it, because they don't respect your boundary at that point. They don't respect what you have to say whenever it actually has to do with hurting your feelings or, making you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So I think those are really important things to also think about as well, for sure.
Yeah. And also, like she said, when somebody's saying stuff, it's not just saying stuff. They mean it. And they come like, oh, I stress. That's the reason why I'm saying this. No, you're not stressed. You wanted to say this.
Yeah, because everyone is stressed in this life. Everyone has stuff that, stresses them out.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm going to go ahead and say something just disrespectful, really make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, you have to control yourself. Mm-hmm. And even then, if you have those feelings towards that person, why would you want to be around that person? Exactly. If you feel that this person is this and that, like, why would you want to be around someone that you think is like beneath you or
Exactly. And there is something that I'm gonna leave out. I forgot. When you disrespected your wife and you broke that trust, make sure, put in your mind, if you're a woman or man, you broke the trust. It doesn't matter what you do anymore. They're never gonna trust you because they're human. We're never gonna trust somebody who hurt us. They were like, oh, you listen for people outside. They said, did you do it or did you not do it? They're not gonna accept it because they know that it's the truth and they don't wanna accept it. Then they do stuff. They were like, oh, I did it because I'm in distress. No, you wanted to do it. That's your own choice. You did it. That's all they have to know. And sometimes they were like, oh, I was drunk. Well, you drinking the alcohol. The alcohol did not drink you, right? So
even then, I feel like that's like the worst excuse ever.
Yeah, that's an excuse.
I feel like even if you do feel like tipsy or drunk or whatever, you still remember. Mm-hmm. Unless you got to a point where you are really like blacked out of body experience. But most of the time, a lot of people don't take it to that point. Mm-hmm. Unless you're like maybe like just turned 21, you want to you want to
be like
up. But
they call it hangover. I'm not a drinker, but I always I hear my client like what does that mean? And then they will explain to me, but I don't know anything about it.
If you want to get, what's it called, alcohol poisoning, that's what it is. But overall, I feel like a lot of the times, like, you doing that is just like, it's not an excuse for the bad actions that you actually chose to do.
Yeah. And also, when you saying stuff like it's gonna hurt the other person, that's really you just building the wall between you and the other person, because there is a stuff that some family, like when I talk to them, they're saying the horrible thing that they know that they're not gonna take it back, but they're just throwing it out. You throwing it out. That means you're throwing it out to me to hurt me, and I am hurting. Why should I have to be with you? Why should I have to listen to you after everything that you just said? You know?
Yeah.
Why? Why I should do that?
And sometimes I think like sometimes the kids kind of like internalize that and become what they say. Even if they're not that person or they're not a bad kid or whatever, they just, you know, my parents think I'm like that, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
That's
like
exactly
like
who
yeah,
I
like
am.
sometimes like, oh, you're not a good kid. Oh, you doing this. Oh, you doing that. Guess what? Those kids, they're gonna take this for what they call it? Consideration. English is bad. So they can do it. And then they were like, oh, you know, my parents say I'm this, I'm that. I might do it. And, you know, it's my life and all that stuff. But you know, deep down, you're not supposed to be saying this to your own kid. You know, in Bible they said you do not have to call anything bad wishes to your own loved one or anybody that close to you that you love. And anybody, it shouldn't happen to anybody. You should not do stuff like that, because they said the power of the tongue, you know, is very, this tongue here is very powerful. It's supposed to be for good words, eating, doing a good thing. But if you're just using it to just say stuff that you know that you're not going to be able to take it back, when they come out, the tongue is not going to take it back like, hey, I'm going to reverse this. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So we have to pay attention when we say stuff. If you're mad, just, you know, take a break. Tell them, I will talk to you another time. Like me, sometime when, you know, when even my husband, when he make me angry, I just hang up the phone. Seriously. I hang up the phone. My brothers too, when they talk stuff that, you know, just bring every memory that I don't want to listen to it, or, you know, when he's talking, and then I remember when he used to treat me when I just hang up. Because why? If I answer him, my answer is going to be wrong. It's going to be bad. And I cannot take it back, you know. And I avoid this for whole of my life. I'm avoiding not to hurt anybody's feeling. Sometimes I say some stuff, but I make sure that, not the thing that I will never gonna even think like, oh my God, why did I say that? Like, for example, go kill yourself. Go do this. Go. This is stuff that when it come out, you cannot take it back and you cannot change it. It doesn't matter how many times you try. So sometimes our word the ones change whoever around us. You know, the words. It doesn't have to be violence. It doesn't have to be anything. The word that is said, it can change people surround you. That is really powerful. So if you in the situation like that, you can talk to me. And if you're still young, talk to Grace, because she would know better. But if you're all like me, come to me. I got you.
But thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you guys for watching the video. You guys, I need you guys. We need your guys' support. We need you guys' support 100%, so that the issue that we are talking about, it, I know is touching all of you. And I know I have some of the comment that, you know, this girl write it for me. I'm gonna let Gracie read it, because I'm not good at reading that good, guys. But it's amazing. And I appreciate everybody. So I need you guys to do us a favor, because we want to grow with you guys. We want to be with you guys for a longest, so that your encouragement and love, the one is going to make us grow.
This person said, it's my pleasure. I really love what you're doing. Unfortunately, I have mothers, sisters, and aunties who are brainwashed by the culture and will allow the system and men to use and abuse them, and have even tried to force the same mindset on me. But thank God we live in America, so it's very refreshing to see a healthy dynamic and tough conversations being had within our culture, because it is really not common. I love it. Keep going, and we'll support you.
Thank you. The girl, her name is called
Her name is Gracie.
Gracie. This is Gracie comment that she sent it to me. This is amazing from one of our followers. That's amazing. And there is another one, I don't know why did I put it. It's very refreshing. When we went to Iowa, it was really, really good, to see people that they're really engaging.
Yeah.
And then now they sent me the email last time. They were like, we cannot wait. We cannot wait to have you guys in Canada. I said, really? They were really waiting for us. They were like, everybody's talking about. But the thing is, they did not go to YouTube and subscribe because there is a lot of people down there. But I know there is a language barrier for some of the people. They don't know what to do. So next time we're gonna make it easier for them to just do that. I don't know what this girl here say too.
Okay, this is Gracie again, and she was talking about the polygamy video that my mom posted. It says, love that you're one of the few brave women in our culture willing to have the tough conversation and not be silenced by shame. Keep going. We love you.
Yep. So you see stuff like that, it make me going. You see? That means I'm doing something. Me and my daughter, we're doing something. Because I do not want my kid, my grandkid, they're going to come and grow up in this. This is stuff that we're talking about. I don't want any one of my kids to be manipulated by men or to be in trouble or not to be in anything. They have to go back to my video and watch me and Gracie. We're going to be there so that Gracie is going to raise amazing children because she know what to do and what not to do. She know what man she's looking for and what not to look for. And she know what does love mean. You have to know what does the love mean. So therefore, you guys have a good one. We need to see your support. We love you guys so much. And I don't know if Grace is going to be 2 weeks from now here or not, but I will be here.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow us on all the social media platforms. And then until next time, we'll see you guys.
See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.